Hey guys, welcome to yet another video right from the Aristides factory, and today we're going to talk about our raw finished guitars. If you don't know, at Aristides we offer two types of finishes. We have our custom painted series where people can pick whatever crazy finish they can imagine, and we have our raw series. These are our unpainted series. So with the painted guitars, the guitars go through the entire paint process, get multiple layers applied and all of that. With our raw series guitars, the guitars already get their color during the laminating of the exoskeleton of the guitar. So we already put the final color in, we then sand it and treat it with a nano coating, and your guitar is ready. We introduced the raw series back in 2019 when we were looking for ways to offer a line of guitars that would be a bit faster to build and a bit more affordable. Always sounds weird with high-end boutique instruments, but a bit more affordable than our custom painted series. And yeah, we were looking at different options. So could we just put like a color on the exoskeleton and then just gloss it up? But we never really liked how that looked. We tried sandblasting, we tried some different things, and then one day our master builder Ferdy just started sanding it with really straight lines, and it looked pretty awesome, you know, especially after we coated it with a nano coating. Yeah, we were immediately in love with the look and the feel of the raw guitars. The raw finish feels like some sort of super satin. It's extremely smooth. We started out with just two colors, the anthracite and the royal red, and at that point we were like, well, let's keep it simple, two color options, you know, we can move these fast. But of course our clients started requesting multiple colors, and now I believe we have about 26 or 27 different raw colors available. You can see a ton of different options behind me here already. And yeah, we're super excited to have them. I think over half of our production these days is the raw finished guitar. So we felt it would be time to, you know, talk about this a little bit more and show you guys in detail how we make these guitars, and yeah, explain some stuff about it. This is one of our raw finishes. This is the Desert Tan raw finish. And yeah, if you look up close, I'm sure our camera guy is gonna zoom in later. You can see that all the lines in there are sanded into the guitar's body. This used to be all done by hand, extremely precise work. We're going to talk to our raw master Geert in a little bit, who's going to explain what he does to them. But these days we also developed a robo program, making that the front of the body and the back, including the back plate, can be sanded by the robot. We're also going to show you that later in this video. But yeah, the raws are awesome. We can build them faster than our painted guitars. They sound incredible because just like with any guitar, the lesser paint you put on it, the more resonant it's going to be. Like, all our guitars are extremely resonant, but yeah, if you apply like multiple layers of paint and sparkles and whatnot, it's always going to dampen it a little bit. With the raws, you don't have that. So these are able to resonate freely. They're extremely durable. A lot of our touring clients use these guitars because you don't really have to worry about damages that much. You can still damage it if you hit it really hard, but the nano coating we put on here is also being used to protect statues from graffiti and stuff, and it's just the ultimate workhorse Aristides. So yeah, I can definitely recommend to check one out and pick one up and see how you like it in terms of feel. Let's go over to the guys who actually make these so we can get into a bit more detail about that.
Hello, my name is Geert. Work at Aristides for 3 years now, and I'm fully responsible here on the sanding area, working on the raw production line. Our raws are already colored, and at the part of production I get is they're in pretty rough state. So they got the frets laid in, and everything is routed, and it's my job to shape the whole body and make it as nice as possible for it to go to assembly. There are several processes on working with the raw guitars. This is how I get them. They're already fretted, but they're still pretty rough. There's a seam here that needs to be flattened and sanded. And the fretboard is glued on a little bit higher, so there's like a lot of room here, and that needs to be nice and round to fit the desired neck profile. All the shiny parts that needs to be sanded. It's a lot of work. After I make it smooth, I take a 120 grit sandpaper and I make the linear score on all the sides, just like the robot does on the front and back. All right, I'm gonna show you how I get rid of the seam on the side of the guitar. We use just a Stanley bait, pretty simple. Try and make it as flat as possible. While also try to not remove as much material. And really try to do the least as possible. I'm gonna move over to the neck now. I always kind of feel how thick it is. And just go back and forth. Carefully feeling out. I'm not just there, quite there yet. After scraping the sides, now I'm ready to do some sanding. I'm ready to sand the body with our sanding file. So it's pretty simple. Just go over, try to go as flat as possible. Check if the radius is not too sharp, still nice and round. So after scraping the neck, it's time to smooth everything out using also some sandpaper. Yay! We're gonna make like circular motions to get to our desired neck profile. Trying to work as consistent as possible. And again, trying to remove as least material as possible. Always keep feeling out. Doing pretty good. Now, because the motion I was using, it makes it kind of diagonal scratch in the surface. So I need to make that linear again. So just use a little bit of sandpaper. Like so. Looks good, feels nice. This is our radius card. It shows the how the neck profile is supposed to be. It's like on the first fret and on the 12th one. So I can just line it up here. Looks good. That's how you shape the neck. At a later stage, when the whole guitar is done, we take a tougher 120 grit and make a linear course on the neck. It takes a lot of practice, but what we do is here is we take the sandpaper and we go as straight as possible. And there it is. This part is one of the parts I'm most proud of. Almost like a signature that we do. It's gonna get the 120 course in there as well. I start in the middle. Get like good scratch in there. We go all over the heel. So when I'm finished with doing everything I had to do on the week, my colleague Mace is gonna give every guitar another touch up with the robot. The front and the back is gonna get sanded again. And when they get back to me, they're gonna get a nano coating.
My name is Mace and I'm the floor manager here, and I also participate in the raw producing. So my main job is do the quality control of the raws before they go to the assembly area, and I send the new guitars under the robot, which is behind us, and also do a touch up so they will look absolutely beautiful for you when they're done. I get the guitars at 2 stages at a time. I first get them when they're just coming off the laminating area, when they're all in the without a fretboard, without the sanding. So the first step for me is to get them under the robot. After that they go to have a fretboard mounted, and later when Geert, which you all met, has sanded the guitars, I get them back and I do a final touch up before they go into the nano coating.